Josh Duggar's legal appeal has been postponed once more. Has he run out of options? In May, Josh Duggar was found guilty of having and receiving child pornography, and was given a 12.5-year prison term by a federal judge. Amazingly, the Duggar family appeared sure that Josh, a known serial sex offender, would eventually be cleared of his charges at the time when his counsel vowed to appeal his verdict. But more than 10 months after Josh was found guilty, his legal team is still not any closer to persuading the judge that a new trial is necessary. We've now learned that the procedure has been delayed again. Josh moved to Seagoville Federal Correctional Institution back in June, where he will stay for the ensuing 10 years. Josh will be qualified for parole in just over 10 years if he maintains good behavior. His attorneys are now asserting that the transfer prevents them from filing their appeal in a timely manner. Josh's counsel have asked the judge to extend the time for submitting an appeal. According to papers filed this week, they claim that because their client has been detained in a federal institution in another state, they have had difficulty meeting with him. Josh began his confinement at a county jail in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is close to the Tontitown home of his family. In the document, Josh's lawyer Justin Gelfin stated that he is not aiming to hinder or postpone the process. Although Gelfin claims that the extension is required, he has been unable to spend enough time with his client because of his extensive substantial cooperation with the Bureau of Prisons time. The document stated that Duggar respectfully seeks an additional 21 days within which to prepare his opening brief due to the length of the transcript emerging out of this criminal jury trial and the complexity of the possible issues on appeal. Josh's attorneys will have until October 3rd to submit their appeal if the extension is granted. Even though such delays are not anticipated, Josh's family is undoubtedly a little taken aback by his attorney's request for a third filing extension. These are the same lawyers who, following the first trial, emphasized that an appeal was clearly necessary and promised to return to court as soon as possible. After the appeal is filed, the judge in Josh's case probably won't rule for several months. Therefore, it might take him more than a year to appear in court again. And that's assuming the court decides there is good reason for a second trial. Josh's attorneys are facing an uphill battle, and it seems like they are already having trouble before the case even begins. Josh should be starting to grasp that he won't be a free man for a very long time now that reality is starting to sink in.